Welcome to another episode of Positive Feedbag. I'm Tim, and with me, as always, are the best people on the planet, Anonymous Alex and Jenna. How are y'all this week?
Yeah.
I got nothing.
Well, that's disappointing.
I know. We're not off to a great start here.
I mean, sometimes you just have left it all on the line already.
Yeah, I didn't do that though. That's the problem.
Oh no!
Like I could say, like, "Oh man, I'm out of gas because I didn't bring it today."
What if we backtracked to find the point where you left it on the line?
That's a good idea. The problem is I don't think it's on the line. I think it's somewhere away from the line. I didn't leave it on the line. I left it somewhere.
I don't know.
Did you check in your hand? Because a lot of times when I think I left something somewhere, it's really just still in my hand.
I do that with my glasses quite regularly.
Yeah, and my phone.
I watched Jenna do it with her phone mere days ago.
Like more than once, even.
Yeah, but I had a favorite one. Can I tell you which one was my favorite?
Absolutely.
My favorite one was when I believe we were both on the kitchen floor at this point, and then you just stared blankly into the middle distance for 5 seconds and then looked me directly in the eyes and went, "It's in my hand. It's in my hand." And I was like, "Yeah, all right."
Yeah. When I do that, I'm like running through all of the places that I know I had it. And for some reason, my hand wasn't the first one.
Because that's the end game.
Right. That's where it wound up. And where it currently still was. Then, not currently. At that point in time,
it was still in your hand currently at the time we were talking about. We're living in that moment right now. We've brought people narratively into the moment with us.
Mm-hmm.
So we started reading a book series that I know Alex was super excited about. It's the Eventing book series. I think you said there was going to be a TV show. Did you say that?
I never said anything like that. But I just want to be clear.
The whole reason we started this was that there was going to be a TV show.
All you said was there was an Eventing book series, and I lost my ever-loving mind. Like, that wasn't sarcasm. I'm genuinely so excited.
I did this?
Yeah, you did this.
I don't even remember doing this. Hold on, I'm going to look.
See, this is the problem with you being like, I didn't leave it all on the line. You can't even remember introducing us to this book series. You left it on the line. You just don't remember which line you left it on.
Yes, it's getting an Amazon TV show, which I guess I read somewhere. Yeah, I thought I shared this information. I don't know what's going on.
What exciting news. I'm really fucking pumped for this.
Yeah, it's an Amazon TV show based on this book series that we have just started reading by Natalie Keller Reinert. And we haven't really technically started the series yet. We read the prequel, which was called Bold. And Jenna's going to tell you what happened in Bold right now.
I think that means we started the series.
Actually, I don't like the way I said that. I said that you're going to tell everybody what happened in Bold, and it's like you're going to scream everything.
Bold!
Like you're going to bold font your
Let's see.
Underline it.
Just
Bold is the name of the book.
Just so you know where my brain is. Font. On this page is written olive oil, grape Powerade, and then nothing. Because I did stop writing my grocery list in the middle of it. And then I have the beginning of a summary. And then Tim turned on Kings of Tupelo. And
is
it Tupelo? What was it? It's not Tupelo.
Yeah, it's pronounced Tupelo.
Okay.
How did you have it pronounced?
It was Kings of what?
Tim, are you asking me how I...
Yes.
Tupelo.
Yes. That brings me so much joy.
Yeah.
We were watching Kings of Tupelo.
I love it.
We only watched the first episode. And I just kind of turned it on. Like, I didn't even look for this. I was just like, I need noise while I'm doing the stuff that I'm doing.
And then I couldn't pay attention to anything else.
Holy shit, is it buck wild? Oh, Alex, you need to watch this. Like,
okay.
This isn't even like a maybe thing. Like, you need to watch this.
You're gonna have to make a podcast of it.
Oh my God. I might.
Okay.
I might would do that.
Okay.
If
Next episode, we're talking about
Tupelo girls.
Tupelo girls. There's no doubt going to be a horse somewhere involved in this. I truly believe it.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm not even going to talk about what happened in it.
I will say, Alex, take off your headphones real quick. If anybody has really bad, like, secondhand embarrassment, don't watch the show. Don't watch the show. Just don't do it to yourself, because it was physically hurting my body to watch this, but I couldn't look away. Oh my God. And now I'm addicted. But don't, because you're going to have like the entire full body cringe. I have to go take a shower immediately after recording this. I would have done it before, but we watched it literally right up into the second that we had to record. It's oh my God.
There's so many times I made eye contact with Jen and was like, what the? Yeah.
It's the worst secondhand embarrassment I've ever had. Okay. Alex, you can come back. Alex. All right.
Okay. So tell me in bold what happened.
I will give you the amount that I wrote down, and then I'll wing it from there.
Okay.
Rich Bachman is looking for a new writer, and Jules Thornton thinks that she is just the person for the job. She has to be. Her horse, her farm, and her future depend on it. Now she just has to stay out of her own way, and she, her horse Dynamo, and her beagle Marcus will be just fine, no matter what her old mentor Lori thinks. Lori finds Jules a lead on a border, but she has to perform well at the prelim that weekend. And that's as far as I got in writing down my summary, because then Tim turned on that fucking show and I died. All right. Okay, yeah, so she has to do well at the prelim. And she definitely thinks that she knows exactly how to do all of the things that she has to do in order to run this business that she is dreaming of running basically right out of high school. She took her college fund and she bought a farm, and now she's fixing up a farm and has all of these bills that are coming due, and has really no experience running a business. Just experience training horses, which is all you need in order to run a successful business, I'm sure. So she goes to this prelim, and she does do very well, but she doesn't do the thing that everybody tells her to do, which is play it safe and make sure that your horse is well taken care of and okay, because that's what people want to see from a professional, not from some hotshot renegade kid. So she almost does not get a job. She doesn't get the new boarder. But then she shows up at Rich Bachman's farm, which is big and fancy and pretty, and she decides that she hates everyone there. And essentially begs him for a second chance and says that, you know, she's learned her lesson, she's changed, she will do what he says, even though in her mind she's like, fingers crossed, I'm lying, ha ha ha. And she winds up getting the job because she rides really well at a Twilight Jumper show, and gets a few boarders from that, and doesn't get a couple of dates because she says that she doesn't have time for dating. And that's about it. This was a really short one. It's basically a novella.
It's just to get our feet wet in the eventing series. But I liked it.
Yeah.
I kind of want to know what happens.
Alex
with
making a
Jules.
face.
I'm so glad that you guys liked it, because I came in real hot. Like I finished it on spoilers behind the scenes. I don't know, on the plane ride to visit you guys. Yeah. So I landed and I was like, let's fucking talk about Bold. And you guys were like, no,
we haven't read it.
We haven't read it yet. I really, really liked these books. I am so excited because I hated Jules so much because I found her to be so fucking annoying, but she's gonna, I know it, she's gonna turn it around. She's gonna become an awesome character, and I'm very excited for this journey. Like, she's...
Boy, I hope she does.
she fucking better. That's how this has to go. Because right now she's so fucking annoying, but like in a way that I'm like, this is gonna pay off. I know this is gonna pay off.
You're saying there's room for growth?
Yeah. There's plenty of room for growth.
Every horse girl has room for growth at the beginning of the book series.
Every except Amy. She's perfect.
No, she had room. She had room.
Well, she had room. She didn't take it.
She had room.
Plenty of room.
And then she decided against it. She was like, too much
But it
room.
does seem like the evil horse girls do more growth than the good horse girls most of the time.
Right. And Jules is like not a good horse girl. Like she is, but she's not like,
she's like an evil horse girl that you got a little touch of their tragic backstory.
yeah.
And so you're like a little bit understanding of why they're evil horse girls.
But like, does she have a tragic backstory?
No, not really. But then
made it.
she's surrounded by eviler horse girls.
Horse
That was hard to
girls.
say. Horse girls.
Eviler horse girls.
Relatively speaking, she's not the evil horse girl. But if she was put in another one, she could very easily be the evil horse girl. Okay. Even though she's not rich. Evil horse girls are generally rich.
You say relatively speaking, but like the only reason that we think that that it is like portrayed that she's not an evil horse girl is because it's written from her perspective.
I don't know. Those other horse girls were being...
Sounds like she might be a little cunty, though.
They called her a groom, and she wasn't a groom.
She's been acting as a groom.
It would be like if you're like, wow, Alex, you're such a weird fishmonger. I'd be like, well, that's not my job title, but okay. Like, what of it?
Did you say you fishmonger?
Yeah.
What does a fishmonger do?
Sells fish.
Is that really the term for it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like a cheesemonger.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I've only ever in my life heard the term warmonger. I've never heard it used with any other noun in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Is that... I always thought it was like a really negative like thing. Like, you warmonger. You're
no,
awful.
I picked the perfectly wrong example for you today, didn't I? No, it's fine.
Okay, so can you... Okay, now I've got questions about mongering. Is there rules, or can I just apply it to anything?
It's the Outback Steakhouse of words. Just slap that bitch on there.
Like, if somebody is selling hula hoops...
That famous Outback Steakhouse phrase, just slap that bitch on there.
Yeah, if somebody's selling hula hoops, are they a hula hoop monger?
Yeah.
I mean, I would shorten it to hula monger because it's funnier, but...
Hula monger. That is my... Okay, it's not going to be my D&D name of my next character. That is going to be his race. He is a hula monger.
I thought you were going to say profession, but okay.
Nope. I want to be a hula... I'm going to create a whole backstory of the hula monger people. I hope that's not terrible. Like, now that I think about it, I'm just saying words. It could be.
It kind of feels bad, doesn't it?
It does.
It does kind of feel a little bad.
Let's not
I don't know
say
if I
it.
like that. Yeah.
Let's just be hoop
I'm
monger.
probably doing that. Yeah,
Hoop
some
monger
dumb
is great.
hoop monger's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Hoop monger's probably better.
I feel like
But yeah,
hula
I kinda
monger is
wanna-
good because it sounds like Gila Monster, right?
Yeah. It's like if you could be a cool lizard, be a cool lizard, right?
Yeah, always, every time.
I am very interested to read the rest of these books.
Me too. I can't wait for Jules to grow the fuck up. I mean, there was even some growth in this book. It has to happen.
Was there?
There was a little bit. Like, it wasn't like she had moments where she's like sitting there and she's like, I was just kind of a bitch, wasn't I? And then she explained it away. But she had those moments of like,
that was my problem. She explained it away though.
Yeah.
Right?
Right, but that's the growth.
And I'm like,
it's coming.
Yeah, I'm fair. But I feel like, because at the end of this book, spoilers for a prequel. Is that a thing? So in the end, she's like, I can't have any people in my life. Like, she goes full Jedi, right? She's like, I can't have any attachments. I have to focus on what it is that I'm learning how to do. And I'm like, I don't think that's the I don't think that's
She's
true.
18.
I don't think that's true.
She's 18.
Yeah, but I think you gotta have good people around you.
At 18,
gotta-
I
even
didn't
if-
think I didn't think it was necessary.
The balance of how much those people interact in your life is what you're searching to find. But I think it's generally accepted that like alone, not the way. Like if you focus 100% on work, you're gonna end up Scrooge McDuck and like unhappy, and then hopefully you'll get visited by 3 ghosts.
But you'll be rich, so.
Yeah, and the ghosts are pretty sweet.
But rich in money is not rich in soul.
I don't know. I watched him dive into that pool of coins.
That does
And
hurt.
I never understood it. Nobody else could
That
get away
would
with
hurt.
that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody else just stopped right on top, but he swam right through it. It never made any sense to me.
But it does make dollars.
Because he had
Yeah,
that iron will.
It's a metaphor for financial markets, I think.
And fish.
And fishmongering.
Fishmongering.
It sounds like a crime that someone has committed. They're guilty of
does, doesn't it?
fishmongering.
But yeah, because I think the only time I've ever heard anybody say it is with warmongering. And like, cheesemonger, like nobody could have a problem with the cheesemonger. The warmonger is destroying the planet, right?
Well,
He's profiting off of violence and is horrible. Cheesemonger, let's just go hang out with the cheesemonger.
Yeah, please.
That guy
Can we?
just sells
That would be
cheese.
great.
Okay.
yeah, I've literally asked to do that so many times.
My dream.
We
My
have
dream.
done that. We went to an entire ass castle of cheesemongers.
Well, I don't know that they've achieved the rank of cheesemonger.
Yeah, that's different. They're just stocking cheese. They're not
Because
like
it's like a real job, Tim.
Cheese stalker.
yeah.
See, now that does.
I'm
if
a
you had
cheese
called me a
stalker. That's
cheese
different.
stalker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You are a cheese stalker.
Yeah.
That is 100% true. There wasn't. I mean, the thing about talking about a prequel book is that there's not a lot of ground to cover. Like we've been through it all already. It wasn't a lot. It was just enough to get us started. So
no. I could listen. I don't want to derail from cheese because this is honestly there are 2 wolves inside me right now, and one wants
And
to
they
talk
both
about this
want
book,
cheese.
and one they all want.
Alex
cheese.
is a cheese derailer.
Oh, I would heist a cheese train if the opportunity presented itself.
Mm-hmm.
Probably shouldn't admit that on a recorded podcast, but it's true.
No, I think it's fine because there are literally 0 cheese trains.
You don't know that.
There's probably one
You don't know
cheese
that.
train.
You don't know
I
that.
doubt it.
There's
I
cheese
doubt that there's a cheese
caves
train.
under Missouri.
Hold on. Is that true?
Yes, the government has cheese in Listen, this is going to sound nuts,
Oh,
but this
I
is
thought you
all
meant that
true.
cheese
Hold
was-
on.
I
Hold
thought you meant
on.
that cheese was just growing in caves.
Hold on.
And I was like, that can't be right. That cannot be right.
MySwitzerland.com experiences cheese train.
Yes. I was literally just
cheese
sending
train.
videos about the Matterhorn today. Yes.
This is my new dream.
Hold on. Don't derail from the cheese caves.
No, I'm sorry. You're right. I'm back to the cheese caves.
Okay. All right, back to the cheese caves, I guess.
No, that's you, Alex. This is your turn to talk about
you
the
wanna
cheese
know,
caves.
You want to know more about the
Yes.
cheese caves?
You are the person that knows about cheese caves.
I don't even think this is the second podcast I've talked about cheese caves on, but here we go. So there are caves under Missouri that are filled with the excess government cheese. And that's like, I know that's a saying, but that's also a real thing because the government, to bail out farmers, bought a bunch of excess cheese to, give them money and everything. And then when kids would get the paid lunches at school, blah, 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 that's the government cheese that's going back. It doesn't matter, here nor there. They have so much cheese in the cheese caves. So much.
The cheese can't hold up in the cheese caves.
That's what
right?
you think, but it's the perfect environment for preserving cheeses. So they do.
Why don't we go break into the cheese caves?
This is what I'm saying.
No, like seriously, like if they
This
have
is what
excess
I'm
cheese, they
saying.
won't be mad at us.
I mean, they have so much excess cheese. They literally don't know what to do with it.
When did they buy all this cheese?
Starting in like the 70s, but it's ongoing.
Oh, it's still a thing.
It's still a thing.
I knew that they bought excess food to control production and like wasted it. Like I
Yeah.
knew that was a thing.
But the caves, man, they're full of cheese.
Why did they not just give it to people who need food?
It's the government.
They did. What do you, no, they did. You'd never, okay. No, genuinely, like in the 90s,
Yes. Government cheese.
some of us received government
No.
cheese.
Yes.
No, I'm not talking about us now. I'm talking about like exporting the cheese
Oh,
to countries
me.
in need of cheese.
To me.
No, I think they should just like give it to the rest of us. Yeah. Because that shit was
that's
good.
fine,
It was,
too.
I mean, it's
Like-
basically Velveeta, but that shit was good.
You can't convince me that there's not a proper use of that cheese other than just
Give
leaving
it
it in
to
cakes.
me.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you could give it to Alex because I bet Alex would give it to people who need cheese.
Yeah, I'd share it
Like, I
with
know that
people that
sounds
need
like I'm
cheese.
making a goof, but like legitimately, there's got to be a better thing to do with it, right? Than just put it in caves.
I mean, yeah, and I think they are like selling some of it off and like using it like where they can. They're taking the opportunity to offload some of this cheese. But the point is, there's so much cheese.
There's so much.
There's so much cheese. Let me look because like I just recently looked up how much they had, and that stat has been updated since I last looked it up. So let's check it out.
I like to think there's like a running ticker.
I wonder if you
Of
can
hidden
buy
cheese.
government cheese. Because, like, my palate
Surely they'd
has
sell
not
it, right?
tasted government cheese since the 90s.
I bet you that's part of it, though. You have to buy it by the ballot,
There is
but I bet you can buy it.
1.433 billion pounds, which is down 2% from the previous month. This was as of November 30th, 2023. There is, by the way, 2,936 pounds of Swiss cheese and 586,998 pounds of other cheeses. So we only know the Swiss cheese. They have other cheeses. They began stockpiling cheese in the 1970s during a national dairy shortage. Blah, blah, blah. 1981,
You know what?
Ronald Reagan enacted public distribution. 2019, the government again found itself storing cheese due to the trade disputes and declining dairy consumption. Oh my God, it's still a
This-
program. Sorry.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah.
You can still get one 32-ounce block of processed cheese each month if you're an eligible senior over the age of 60 as part of the USDA Food Nutrition Services Commodity Supplemental Food Program. That's a long title.
Yeah,
I have
that's
to get my
also-
grandmother to request government cheese.
But I think that's too specific, right? I think they should be giving it out more than that.
I don't know how
I know
many
you
seniors
you
are
can't
there.
because then you start messing with the price of cheese. If you start giving away cheese,
You can't mess with the price
Then you-
of cheese.
Can't
yeah,
mess with
you end
pressed
up
cheese.
causing more problems. But that's why I'm saying if you ship it off somewhere else, wouldn't that sort of neutralize that effect? You just get it out of the country.
Well, I think
Then
that
you're
the
not dropping
problem
the
is
price
that,
of
You
cheese.
want
that
to
a lot of other
drop
countries
cheese?
like
Yes.
I'm sorry, Jenny. You were going to make a good point.
Actually, no, but I feel like this could be my thing that I make my stand on, right? Like this could be the like. It wasn't until Tim came along that cheese, like I don't even know how to finish that sentence. Maybe I'm not the guy for this.
maybe I'm not the guy for this.
Yeah,
Have you ever realized
I
during
can't
your
even put it
object?
into words.
Wow. Fuck.
What? What just happened?
Words just started coming out of order with the wrong letters.
All of a sudden, your mouth got dyslexic.
Yeah, I just couldn't. I couldn't keep going. I had to quit.
So anyway, government cheese.
Yeah. Yeah, the government cheese.
Alex just shows up with an obviously fake cheese inspector badge.
It's like one of the
It's one of those,
FBI
like-
female body
Yeah, that's
inspector
exactly what I was
shirts.
gonna
Yeah.
say. It's a-
My name is Officer
Female
Havarti,
cheese
and I'm
inspector.
here to inspect your cheese.
It's an FCI. Okay. Can we visit the cheese caves?
I think so, but I don't know if they like let you in. I think you can just like go to the location of the caves.
Oh no, that's no good. I want to like
Let's look.
go on like a guided tour of the cheese caves.
Can you visit the cheese? Yeah, my search history is like, yeah, I know what you're asking. Don't even worry about it. Oh, no, you cannot. And they are not open to the public. So we got to cheese heist them.
Okay, now, all right. This is how you get cheese conspiracy theories.
Did it not sound insane
theories,
when I was saying it?
It did sound insane when you're saying it, but now that the fact that they won't let me see the cheese, there's an alien in the middle of it.
It is hundreds of feet below ground. Oh my God. They're gonning
40
the
pallets
cheese.
of cheese, then an alien spacecraft, then 40 pallets of cheese, then the Ark of the Covenant, then 40 pallets of cheese.
There's Gaiaphage in this cheese.
Yeah. No, without a doubt. What if the cheese is in a dome that it can't get out of?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God.
Those are Gone references, by the way. Do I have to keep telling people that they're Gone references?
Yeah,
yes,
probably.
You do, legally.
Okay. Go listen to Animorphs Anonymous. Then you'll get these jokes.
Yeah.
Listen to the first 200 episodes and then you'll get there. Anyways, this book was really good. I really enjoyed so many of the riding descriptions and the competition descriptions. Ridiculous, but like it was one of those where like this author knows more than most horse authors, and I really appreciated that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's, as a guy who is still learning how to be a horse girl, there's a pivotal moment in this book series where they're talking about the route you should take at the event.
Cross country.
That sounds, thank you. And there's an easy way to do it. And then there's a hard, not so safe way to do it. Okay, if you were Rich Bachman and you were like, hey, I'm going to hire this person, and then you saw them take the dangerous path and make it, but still the dangerous path, would you be like, nah, I'm not going to hire that person now?
I have opinions about this. So
Okay.
do you want me to answer after Jenna? So that I can not interrupt Jenna's good thoughts with my shitty opinion.
No. I want your shitty opinions.
Okay, great.
So why would you assume that I have good thoughts?
Because you do. It's just the rules. I don't know. It's just what's happened. Okay. So I have two thoughts about this, right? So like there's kind of like levels. Like she took the shorter route, but she fucked it up, right? Like she rode it and the horse wasn't prepped. So if I'm watching that and I see her do that, I'm like, she's making bad decisions because she's moving up the levels of eventing. And there's a very big discussion right now throughout all of eventing that has to do with like dangerous riding at levels and people overfacing themselves when they're not prepared for things. So if I see that go poorly and it's because they were unprepared and they were just trying to show off, I'm going to think one thing. If she had done it flawlessly, I might think another thing. But what I think it was it was a test. He invited her to go on that course walk. He told her which route to ride, and she didn't listen. And she's going for the job of his working student. So what he wants is someone who's going to listen to him. So I think the whole thing was a test from the start.
Mm-hmm.
That
is what I think as well.
I did message Alex about this because I thought it was shitty of Rich Bachman to make an assumption about Jules after one event. And then similar discussion happened. And then I don't remember if I came to the conclusion or if Alex said it, but there was thought about how, yes, Rich was making conclusions about this person, but then everything Jules did afterward just proved how accurate the conclusion was that he was coming up with, because she was sitting there saying, I didn't do anything wrong. I'm just telling you that. And I was like, that doesn't really help my argument.
Nope.
That makes it look like Rich knows what he's doing.
Weird.
Yeah. I was like, Jules is undermining me.
It's almost like he has more experience than she does. Huh.
Yeah. They've probably seen 100 kids do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
for sure. Every 18-year-old that thinks they know everything about riding in the world that's come up through the ranks has done that shit.
Yeah. Room for growth, though.
I don't know how she wouldn't know to do better, be better. Because, like, sure, you've
Scott
seen
wasn't there to tell her.
Yeah, fair. She's seen the course, but it did fucking rain really heavy the night before. She knew that
too.
She knows how her horse performs. She knows how other horses perform.
Because she's a shitty little kid. That's why. No, she's fine.
That was so harsh. She's a shitty
No, I know.
little kid.
That was like overly aggressive. She's just a kid. That's it.
Yeah.
The other thing she has to keep in mind is how many horses does she have in her string to ride right now? Uno, baby. She has one horse at
What
that
happens
level.
if you hurt your horse?
You have
These are good
so much
points.
less than zero money.
All right. Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens to Jules. But you know what else I'm interested to see?
What?
Hear? What else I'm interested to hear?
Nope.
Horse
C.
news.
Only C.
Had to shift on the fly there. Yeah.
I'm going to get out the whiteboard and write out horse news to you. That'll
Nice.
be great.
Yeah. I'm excited.
I thought, even though it's just us again, I would give you one more nice one
Oh.
Yay.
before we go back to regular ass horse news. So, there is this wonderful story published for the holiday season about this horse named Faith, who's a 44-year-old rescue horse that is at a center basically that helps people with like PTSD and addiction, blah, blah, blah. It's like all sorts of like equine therapy sort of stuff. And Faith lives there. And 44 years old for a horse, allegedly, according to this article, is about 154 human years. It's very old. But more importantly than like trying to figure out horse years to people years, which I think is kind of nonsense because it depends on the horse, is that she survived cancer. She became one of the first horses to survive cancer because they detected it, put her through treatments, and she's now in remission. And so then they threw her a big party and she wore a tinsel halter and ate cake. And it was adorable.
Aww.
Yeah. So there you
That's
go.
adorable.
She's still living there. Yep. She's at Lucky Horse Sanctuary in Coconut Creek, Florida.
That's appropriate. Now I'm sitting here wondering if horse cancer treatment is the same as people cancer treatment.
I imagine so.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So happy for this horse that is done. Hopefully it stays done.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Jenna,
Oh, me?
horse quiz time. Yeah.
All right. Horse number 1. Are you guys ready?
Probably not.
Nah,
I
but
don't.
I'm here.
I don't think you are.
We are so deep into horses now that I'm like,
I've
there's
never
not a
known
chance
a
in the
horse.
world. Yeah.
All right. Not even pony?
Not even that one.
Oh. I mean, you can't ever really know anyone or anything.
Especially pony.
So,
Who could know the mind
no,
of pony?
God, no one. No one. Okay, horse number 1 was foaled in 1978 in Ireland and was a horse that excelled in the sport of eventing, primarily under rider Ian Stark.
I should absolutely know this one.
Oh,
I
I
don't.
shouldn't. Yeah. Dynamo.
No.
Dear
Oh, I thought
Nanog.
we were doing a- yeah, that's right. Banshee.
No.
There's not a chance in hell that I even am remotely close to knowing a horse that
No,
was
but
born
I-
in 1978
I like that you're just
in Ireland.
like Banshee is a good guess.
Is it?
I don't know. It's a guess.
It is a guess.
It's better than Tirnanog, which I know is wrong.
Do you?
Yeah, that's the horse from Into the
Well,
West.
Yeah, but that
That
doesn't
doesn't mean no
uh,
other horse could ever be named that.
Yeah, but he's not. It's an eventing horse with Ian Stark. It's not. It's Gem Twist.
No.
Maybe we need to lean into the Stark thing.
Oh, Bleak. Despair.
Oh no, I was going Tony Stark. I went, yeah,
Iron Man.
yeah. I like how you immediately into thesaurus mode. Desolate,
Gray wasteland from which no one will escape.
apocalyptic.
Opalescent fog.
No.
Okay, give me one more clue and then let's do word association because I'm not.
Oh my God. Okay. This horse was first ridden by Virginia Jenny Lang, who bought him in Northern Ireland in 1981 or 82. And under Ling, this horse won both Le Touquet and I can never pronounce Burley. Sure.
Jenny Lang sounds familiar.
I mean, Burley Horse Trials is also.
Have we watched a movie with Jenny Lang in it?
No.
Or am I making that up? Okay.
I don't think so. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I've watched 1/1000th of the movies that you have. You may have.
I don't know. That just sounded familiar. I figured it was one of the horse movies that we watched, but maybe I made that up. Maybe I'm conflating names.
I don't know any names, so it's fine.
Okay. Word association.
Word
Jenna.
association.
Okay. Okay, fine. Fine, okay. All right, there are 2 words.
Okay.
We're going to do the second word first.
Okay.
If Tim does something that Tim needs to do, he does it for blank.
Himself.
Okay, awesome. Fantastic. So that's the second word.
Okay.
And the first word, how do I get here? What's your name, boy?
Himself. Red?
Bob. I don't know where this is going. This feels like a quote and a reference,
sure
and
it sure is a quote from a movie.
What's your name, boy?
Harry.
No.
That could be any movie. I know it'll be obvious once we get there, but
very specific movie that we've all seen.
Okay, that means we probably watched it together.
Does it?
Or it's very popular.
No. I know we've all seen Willy Wonka.
Willie?
No.
Charlie.
Henry himself. Harry himself.
No.
Charlie's good.
Charlie himself would be good. That's not it, though. What's your name? There's an accent associated with it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Veruca himself.
No.
That is... I don't think anyone said, "What's your name, boy?" to Veruca Salt.
What is TV's first name?
Television?
I can't... No, there's somebody TV.
Mike?
Was that his name, Mike TV? Mike himself.
No.
I don't think it's Willy Wonka.
I can't think of another movie that all of us have seen.
You know what's great is we've already referenced this movie. Like within the past hour.
Into the West.
Shit.
So what's your name, boy? That's what he said to the kids, and then he said his last name.
Tito himself.
No, it's not. What was
Tato
the name he
himself.
said? The Irish name.
Murphy himself.
Murphy himself.
Good job, Tim.
Mr. Murphy.
Okay. That wasn't as soul-crushing as I thought it was going to be. Great. Fantastic. Are you ready?
Yes.
For horse number 2?
Yes.
Horse number 2 was a horse ridden by American Bruce Davidson in the sport of eventing.
Okay, I know who that is. That's the senator from X-Men.
No.
That's
Bruce Senator
Davidson.
Kelly.
Yeah, that's Bruce Davidson played Senator Kelly.
No. Bruce Davidson is... His son is literally still eventing. Buck Davidson. What are you saying?
Senator Kelly's son is an eventer.
Senator Kelly died.
He was also Luke Perry's dad.
You got an extra letter in there, my friend.
Brew Davidson.
It would be Bruck. The E is what you tried to drop.
No, I dropped the C. I dropped the C. I left the E.
Brewy Davidson?
Brewy Davidson. What letter am I adding?
We're dropping.
What is his name?
I don't know.
Bruce
what you're
Davison.
doing
Oh, Davison. Oh, I don't think I even knew that. I thought his name was Bruce Davidson.
That dude rides like 10 horses a day. There's no way I'm getting this one.
Senator Kelly?
Fuck off, no!
Oh, God.
That man rode no horses. He had the constitution of a jellyfish.
Can you imagine him just gibbling around up there?
Turned to liquid.
He did just blob into a water.
Blobbed into a water. Yep.
He flopped into a
He
water.
did just blob into a water.
Do you think, like a blobfish, if he had stayed in the lake, he would have held his form?
I don't think so. No. I think his atoms were fucking.
I mean, they were collapsing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he would have just become part of the ocean, which I guess he did anyway.
He did anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now when it rains, we all get a little bit of Senator Kelly.
It's raining, Kelly.
No,
It's
see, we can't.
senators?
No.
It's the circle of life.
No.
You become a politician and then you return to the earth as liquid.
The politicians eat the gazelles, and the gazelles eat the grass. And then when the politicians die, they become the grass.
This horse was found as a yearling for Davidson by Robert
Mitch
Tyndall.
McConnell out there hunting, like, on all fours, running after gazelles.
Hey, man, if he was on all fours, he wouldn't fall so much.
Oh, a topical.
That's called staircase wit.
That's terrible. But true.
Okay, so tell me about this horse.
Yeah, I just
That
did.
was ridden by Bruce Davidson.
I
He was
did.
found as a yearling, Tim, in the woods, alone as a babe, and they enticed him with carrots.
Now, none of those.
There's no way she said all that. She said
Nope.
like one sentence.
No, yep. I just said he was found as a yearling for Davidson by Robert Tyndall. That's all I said.
Okay, so she added the into the woods portion.
I'm here to entertain myself at this point.
Yep. The horse was attacked by a stallion when he was a foal, which caused him to be nervous around other horses, although he was a very well-tempered horse with a lot of character.
Gray goose.
Okay, so attacked by a horse who was,
A stallion, baby.
yeah, but also supported anti-mutant legislation, obviously.
Obviously. So really, who was at fault here?
That horse was named Sentinel.
Sentinel Kelly.
Bum, bum,
Sentinel
bum.
Kelly. What a great horse name.
Oh my
Sentinel
God.
Who is the dad from Racing Stripes? The dad stallion from Racing Stripes. I bet that's the asshole who attacked this foal.
Bet it was.
The
He attacked
dad from
Frankie
Racing
Muniz,
Stripes?
the zebra.
Wasn't that Bill Pullman? Was the dad from
I
Racing?
thought,
No,
wasn't it supposed to
No,
be
it was
Patrick
Christopher-
Stewart?
It was Christopher Pike that was the dad
What was
from Racing Stripes.
Bold Admiral? Or no, that's a real horse.
Oh, are you talking about the horse?
Yeah, what was the horse's name?
Oh, I thought we were talking about the dad from Racing
No,
Stripes.
you need to
like you
stop
said.
talking about Senator Kelly. It's not about Senator Kelly.
Was it James Earl Jones? No, it was Michael Clark
It
Duncan,
was
wasn't it?
supposed to be Patrick Stewart.
Somebody
That's
with a
all I
big,
know.
deep voice.
James Earl Jones.
That's what I said. And then I changed it to Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah.
But I don't think either one of those are right. Those are the two people I can think of with
None of those are right.
deep voices.
No.
Michael Clark Duncan was an underrated kingpin. There, I said it.
Those words mean things.
Yeah, we all love Vincent D'Onofrio, but let's not forget.
Yep.
Do we?
Yeah, we do. He's a really good kingpin. I almost said penguin.
Pinking.
Pinky.
Penguin.
Thank you, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Penguins.
Penguin.
Who was the dead
How do you not
horse
like...
in Racing Stripes? I can't Google it.
You can't. That's true.
I can't.
How do we not what?
But now I'm way more concerned about that than I am this horse's name, and I think I've lost the thread somewhere.
I want to know how do we not what?
Oh, if you're like... If you're overseeing the voiceover narration of a thing and the very, very popular actor that you got to do it so just bonkersly says a word wrong, how do you not go, Mr. Cumberbatch, could you please pronounce it penguin? It's going to be better for everyone all around.
The racehorse.
I straight up would let it go in 99% of situations, but a nature documentary is not the one.
Yeah.
Oh no, I would let
that.
it go in any case. In fact, if I were producing anything and I got Alex to do voiceover narration,
Which you
I
have.
would sit there,
Well,
fingers crossed.
if it's Alex, we gotta let her
Well,
say
no,
whatever
I
the
know.
hell happens.
Yeah. I actually,
No.
Alex has proven that that's not true because she did read Steph's story, and I would not have let it happen in Steph's story.
He
So-
made me read the numbers
Yeah, I
800 times because I
did.
couldn't stop crisscrossing the way I was saying them.
Yeah. That's the one instance. Any other time, I would pray that she would say something weird, and I could put it in there.
Yeah.
That's the kind of friend I am. All right.
Yeah,
so
but you
back
do
to the
that to a
quiz.
friend.
Yeah, I know. Like, yeah, you only hurt the ones you love. Back to the horse quiz.
Yeah.
Who was the voice of the dad in Racing
That's
Stripes?
Yeah,
not,
that's
that's
the
not a part
voice.
of the horse quiz at all.
That's the quiz that Jenna was prepared to answer. Uno reverse card, Jenna. Who's the voice of the dad in Stripes?
That's not how this works. It's not how any of this works.
Okay, Bruce Davidson.
No.
No? It wasn't Bruce Davidson?
You're talking about whose horse we're talking about now. Tim's trying to get us
okay.
back on track.
All right, yes. Bruce
did you
Davidson
think
did
that was my
ride
guess?
this horse.
Dude, that's a baller move just to name the horse the same thing as you.
All right, cool. This horse also won the Rolex Kentucky 3-day. Jesus Christ, 3 times. So now, do you guys want to know? What do you want?
Yeah, let's do word association. My favorite game.
Great. It's not even word
Who's Tim Lowe
association.
riding
Like,
Tim Lowe is what I was trying to say.
oh, we
And that's
we
a
know.
Yeah, no,
bold
we
move.
got that.
Yeah, we know.
I know. I just didn't want. I needed clean audio of it.
You better
So-
not. You better not make it sound like you didn't mess that up. Hey, everyone, he said reminding. Just so you know, when it sounded like he said riding, no, he said reminding, and then he covered his tracks. I'll keep saying it. The rest of this audio will just be me calling you out.
If we took every word that Tim and I have fucked up in this audio and just put them all at the end, it would be 5 extra minutes of audio.
Hell
I said
yeah.
obj opportunity middle of this podcast.
That's my favorite Bond villain.
Obj.
You sound like Senator Kelly
As he was melting, yeah.
as he was melting.
He couldn't control his mouth. Okay, word
Okay, I'm sorry.
association.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 words.
Okay.
First word is an occupation that most parents would love it if their children did.
Doctor.
Yep.
Senator.
No.
Senator Kelly.
The second word is a fruit.
Dr. Sleep.
That sleep is a
Did you
fruit.
think sleep is a fruit?
This is the first thing I thought of when I heard doctor.
Dr.
Dr.
Banana.
No.
Dr. Mango.
No.
Dr. Rambutan.
Rambutan.
Rambutan. Whoa, Black Betty.
Dr. Tomato. Yes, technically a fruit.
No.
Is
Dr.
it a
Berry?
common fruit?
Yes.
Dr. Orange.
Pear.
Dr. Grape.
Oh, orange is good. Dr. Grapefruit.
No.
Dr.
Dr.
Kiwi.
Starfruit.
My audio cut out. What?
Oh no.
Dr. Starfruit.
Dr. Kiwi.
No. No.
How can we not think of
Dr.
fucking fruits?
Strawberry. Dr. Blueberry.
No.
I'm yoga bag girl
Dr.
right now.
Raspberry.
Tim, you should
Dr. Blackberry.
get this one.
I should, because you just said name a fruit, and I can't fucking do it.
Yeah.
Tim, what fruits do you like the most? Since you specifically should get this one,
Well,
what are the fruits?
okay.
Peach.
Oh,
Peach?
there you go.
But
Dr.
not just one.
Peaches.
Hey,
Dr. Peaches?
nice.
Oh, damn it. Swooped in and got that one away from me.
Haha,
Alex.
now it's 1-1. This
Listen,
one's-
I tried to coach you so hard to it. I could have swept in with Peach. I gave you the opportunity. You went too slow.
Because I didn't practice.
You didn't
If I'd have practiced.
I kind of, I had a little moment in the middle of that while you guys were guessing fruits because Tim said rambutan. And now I'm like, but do I actually know how to say this fruit name?
Oh, I would say
have no
rambutan
clue.
every time.
Yeah.
Okay, literally, I've never seen it spelled. I only had one guy who worked in a produce department and made me try one, and that's how he said it. So that's all I know.
Was he from
I've
Russia?
never seen it written. No. He was very Georgia, but not the Russia, Georgia.
Rambutan. Rambutan? No.
Like it's got 2 O's in the pronunciation guide? Because that's what I would think if I saw 2 O's in the pronunciation guide.
I think it's Rambutan.
Yeah, but you know how they do the little phonetic pronunciation next to it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think rambutan if there was the word boot in it.
No, okay. All right. The Julian Mikel dude says rambutan. You know, the dude. We are learning how to say the word. That guy?
Okay, so he says, say it again?
Rambutan.
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 So it is the Black Betty pronunciation.
So,
Yeah.
okay, Alex, I think you were a lot closer.
Okay. Whew.
Well, yeah,
My
because it's the
goodness.
Black Betty pronunciation.
Yeah.
Okay, but I kind of want to hang on to my, like, it's like a pecan thing, though. Right? Like I like saying.
Don't drag me into this.
How do you say it?
Pecan!
Oh, no, you're the one that has you're the one that has a problem with it, right?
I'm the one that had a stroke, I think, while asking for pecan pie. Pecan. I would say pecan. Honestly.
I think pecan might be the way most people pronounce it.
Yeah, what I asked for was a pecan pie.
It never stops being funny. I'm sorry.
I just had to walk away.
Okay, what's our third?
All right. The third one, our third horse, is nicknamed Podge and Stroppy. And it was a horse ridden by New Zealander Mark Todd.
So that would be Podstrapi, right? Or Stroppage?
That's just, no, this was, those were just its nicknames.
So nicknames aren't just shorter names?
No. Is 2 trains short for Timothy?
Yeah.
Fair. You make a fair point.
Is knife short for Jennifer? Wait, it is. Never mind.
Yes.
Okay. What's the next clue?
He is considered by many to be one of the greatest event horses ever to have competed. He stood 15.3 hands.
I wish this was Theodore.
Nope.
It's not.
Alvin?
Nope.
Simon?
No.
Dave?
No.
I'm out of chipmunks.
This isn't super recent either, right?
No.
Spaghetti?
Skitty.
No.
Why would you call him Podge?
Because he was chonky.
Oh, was it Pudge?
No. He's just a little guy. He's just a little guy throwing himself over the fences. It's still not Grey Goose, but I'm just going to keep saying that.
Molasses.
Molasses.
I can't see without my molasses. Okay, I think we're going to need another clue.
Okay. All right. Okay. Mark Todd was offered this horse to ride by Virginia Cairo as his experienced horse was sick. In May 1983, he tried the gelding out and brought him back to his place to get the horse fit. This horse was a bit fat at the time and had to be bedded on newspaper strips as he would try to eat other bedding.
Pony does that.
Is Mark Todd somebody that we know?
Yeah, he's a very famous eventer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounded very familiar.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to word association.
Word association.
This is my dump stat.
Wisdom.
Fuck you.
Yeah, what are you saying right now?
I thought we were just naming stats. I didn't think it was actually Jenna's dump stat.
Constitution.
No. Okay, I think this is my dump stat.
Wait, hang on. I immediately started guessing based off of Dylan, and I realize you mean you now, like your human person body, and I need to change my answers.
Is it not dexterity?
Oh shit, dexterity is a good one too.
Dexterity was kind of where I was leaning.
Just above my dump stat.
Strength?
I'm strong.
Yeah, what the fuck,
Okay,
Tim?
I'm running out of stats
strength.
now. Charisma?
It's not charisma.
There you go.
It's
Get
not,
it, Tim.
Okay, well, fucking, you're full of shit, okay?
Yeah, that's a fucking bullshit.
This is a fucking
thing.
shitty clue because it's wrong.
Jenna has Riz for days.
Yeah.
We call you Jenna Riz.
Genuinely,
when you're not around.
Do you know how many people are literally like, oh my God, Jenna, this is so fucking exciting. I love talking to her. She's so much fun. And
hey, that's not what I was looking for here. I just wanted you to say the word charisma.
Listen, I know that you might not have been looking for this, but I need you to understand how bad this clue was.
Yeah, it was the worst one you've ever given.
All right, hey, cut this from the podcast.
Also, I've seen you walk. It's dexterity. Without question.
I was willing to give it dexterity, okay? Because Jenna does take the gate down, and that might just be like a lack of being willing to jump the gate. But I figured it stemmed from something.
It's my tiny legs. God damn it.
It's like a 2.5 foot gate. It's because it's not even like a big gate.
I can't normal people can put it between their legs and they have room between, their nethers and then where the gate is, right? If the gate is touching the floor. I cannot do that. I have to stand on my tippy toes in order to be over this gate. I cannot step over this gate. I have such little fucking legs. And yeah, it is legitimately just 2.5 feet tall. That's it. My legs are so short that I cannot put one leg over it and then put flat-footed, lift my other leg up. I cannot do it physically.
So that's why we thought it was dex.
Is height. Yeah, that's it.
Let's cut that and be like, hey, it's not my dump stat.
Riz, baby.
Oh no, I am reminded that I have to leave everything in that anybody says.
It do be working both ways, huh? Yeah, damn.
See, that's why, I know that if I say something dumb, it's going to stay in here because I say things stupid all the time and then people mock me for it. So is this a new thing for you guys? Do you edit out stuff? Because my mistakes are all here. Yeah.
She didn't just say object opportunity.
That wasn't even the one I was thinking of. That was a genuine fuck up. It was the TV show that I've already forgotten.
Law and Order?
Kings of the Silmarillion.
Oh, Tupelo.
Tupelo.
Kings of Tupelo.
Tupelo.
This is my recap of Kings of Tupelo.
I've just never had to say that word out loud before. I've only ever read it, so I don't know.
Outside of Transylvania in your castle.
How have you never heard Tupelo before?
Because he
never in my
here.
life.
Yeah.
Oh, people aren't obsessed with Elvis up there?
No?
Oh, geez. What's that like?
No, all they do
that must be nice.
They pick a side in the Michigan-Ohio State thing, and then they fight.
That's fair.
I think is how that works. That's all they do up north.
All I really know about Elvis is, let me tell you everything I know about Elvis mid-quiz. This seems relevant.
No, that's it. The quiz is over.
Perfect. It's charisma. Anyways, so he's in Vegas still. He marries people. That's just an actor pretending to be him. But sometimes people are like, no, he really never died. But that's a conspiracy theory. He died on a toilet. There's drug issues and sleep issues. And he has a sandwich that's peanut butter and jelly with banana. No, peanut butter, banana.
No jelly.
And you fry it.
Yes.
That's everything I know about Elvis.
Peanut butter and banana sandwiches are the perfect food, by the way.
No.
And then if you fry it, it's an Elvis.
It's even more perfecter.
That's
Dear
everything
God.
I know.
I put mayonnaise on mine.
I feel like that might be it. There was another component. I feel like mayonnaise might be it.
Yeah, I don't know if it was in his or not, but I put it on mine.
I mean, I would say just based on like how he died, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, fourth thing I know, he had a cameo in Death Becomes Her, the play, as one of the people that signed the contract to live forever and was being scolded by the magician woman who runs all of that scheme because he kept appearing, and she said, "Stop doing that, Elvis. It's against the contract."
Oh, not real Elvis.
No, not real Elvis.
Fictional Elvis.
Yeah, this is
Fictional
what I know.
Elvis was in one of my favorite books. Fictional Dead Elvis.
Yeah.
He was in Odd Thomas. Which don't judge me because I really like the Dean Koontz book. That
Odd
one's
Thomas
actually
is
good.
very good.
Yeah.
What tank engine is that?
7. 'Cause it's not even.
He's the one that's got like the grocery cart wheel, you know?
Always yelling about conspiracies.
He's also one of my favorite monster hunters. Bubba Hotep.
Yeah, Bubba Hotep's great. We need to make Alex watch Bubba Hotep.
We should.
Like, if you're going to dive into one person's backlog, it needs to be Bruce Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was Christopher Nolan.
No, that one. Okay, both of them. Yes, you need to watch Bruce Campbell and Christopher Nolan, who are often compared to each other in terms of,
so often.
you know,
All
Why
the time.
didn't Bruce Campbell ever decide to go by the Soup Man?
I don't know what's the punchline to that joke.
Because it's Campbell.
Just a soup line, baby.
Who's there?
What? Did I miss like a new knock knock intro? Did they drop? Did a new one just drop after 500 years? What are we doing?
Who was the guy who played Red Skull in the Captain America movie?
Hugo Weaving.
And he was also Hugo Weaving. Was it Hugo Weaving that played the dad
There are
in
two
Racing Stripes?
other
No, it
movies
wasn't.
that I would immediately know Hugo Weaving from, and you went with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to say who was the elf in Lord of the Rings.
Elrond.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. his
How
name.
about who was the bad guy in The Matrix?
Do you think Elrond went on to discover Scientology?
No. He went into the West after Arwen was settled.
So he went to
He
find
left
Tir
Middle
Nadog?
Earth with Galadriel and Gandalf.
You didn't like my Elrond Hubbard joke?
No.
I doubt I'm the first one to make that joke. Okay, so it wasn't Hugo Weaving that played the dad in Racing Stripes?
No, I would know that immediately.
Okay. So who's the dad from Racing Stripes then?
We can Google it
Okay.
now.
All right. No, which dad are you talking about? Because I've got
Horse
you.
Dad.
Horse Dad.
Horse Dad.
Horse
Yeah,
Dad was
Horse
Fred
Dad.
Thompson.
Oh, Fred Thompson. Okay. I can't remember Christopher Pike's actual name.
Bruce Greenwood.
Bruce Greenwood. A lot of Bruces today.
A lot of
A
Bruces.
lot of Bruce. A lot of Bruce.
So much Bruce. Now I want to go watch The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr. Can we do that for this?
I have that
Sure.
on DVD, by the way. And yes, we could make other
I'm
Jenna.
Jenna. Thank you.
Yeah, we could make Alex watch The Adventures of Briscoe County as Patreon content.
Ooh.
I don't think I have
We
enough
can't-
Riz to be secondary Jenna.
Fuck off. Aesthetism.
My Dex, though.
That's true. You're like the only other person. You're the only person that makes me feel good about how many times I fall down and fuck up.
Excellent.
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 Done it.
I need a little image of somebody falling down the stairs and it says Dexcellent. They've got like both thumbs up.
I love that.
You know who is Dexcellent?
No.
No, I'm going to cut that out so we can't
Nope.
use that.
You have to keep going. Just keep building
God
on it.
Damn it. It's the reminded rule. Remidas?
I know.
The Remidas touch. King
Trust it.
Remidas.
Trust the instinct, Tim.
Alex, you know who wants to focus 100% of their time on their farm also?
Yes. My friend Tricia in college when Farmville was at its peak. She once, no more than once, made me go in and get her crops while she was in her college classes that she couldn't get out of.
Is Tricia a horse girl?
Yeah, she rides saddle seat. She's a legit horse girl. She has
I don't
multiple
know what
horses.
saddle seat means.
It's
What
a
is
type
the
of
saddle
riding.
seat? Okay. Do you sit sideways on the horse?
No, you sit forward, but you have to ride special horses that have different gaits.
With special eyes?
With special eyes,
Hi,
with special
Brand.
necks, with special
Thank you.
backs, with special legs.
Special necks? Special backs?
They do special
Not
movements.
finishing
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Were you gonna hang on?
Nope, Tim. Nope.
Were you
Nope.
going to finish the song lyrics?
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
I think you should keep going. We've got a Moose Jaw McGraw, Big Thick Martingale. Yep, and Beta Ray Philly. Thought I fucked it up and didn't. Wow, those are our 3 horses. This is going well. But you know what? Enough about us. We've talked about us for, I don't know, an hour, however long this podcast is. Let's talk about Hot Lava SpaghettiOs, which is Nate's horse, or Iron Meriden, which is Philip D. Keating's horse, which is Stevie Lake's boyfriend from the Saddle Club. You guys all know what I'm talking about. And then Dale Donuts III from Anonymous Steve. I've never doxed him, not once. Dimebag from Matt Ellman, who I've doxed multiple times. Marital Combat from Metastrophe, who gets a metal name because I like Metastrophe. I don't know. What do you want from me? Sometimes I just do. Glue Factory from Bean, who gets a high-pitched name because we love Bean too, and it's right. It's how it's said. It's right. It feels good. Feels good. Pony Hawk from Olivia, who is badass as hell and needs to send us more horse pictures in our email, please. Thank you. Then we have the second L from Lost Imey, who also besmirched my hockey team today. So,
In all fairness, your hockey team besmirches themselves quite a bit.
Well.
So
Tim, we all have to believe in something.
it's true.
Lost Imey believes in nothing.
I think it's the Washington Capitals. If I remember
Heathen.
the conversation.
Heathen.
Fair. I don't know why anybody would do that either.
And Ronnie from Scott.
I was supposed to work in a joke about selfie tweets for Josh.
What?
Are you doing jokes on commission now?
No, we were having this conversation, right? And I said, I typed out the phrase self-interest, and then autocorrect was like, you must mean selfie tweets. And then Josh sent me back. He said, autocorrect did you dirty there. I knew you meant self-interest, but selfie tweets is kind of cool too. And I was like, nah, it didn't do me dirty. This is how I come up with my jokes for horse girls. This is all the creative process. I forgot to use selfie tweets.
Dang.
Let's talk about our metal horse barn. This brings our podcast to an end. I don't know why I wrote that. I'm just going to go for it. Sometimes I write notes to myself, and those are the inside thoughts. Today it's an outside thought.
Okay.
Fuck it. Let's talk about our metal horse barn,
Well,
guys. You don't you can sign up
All
to get your-
all thoughts are inside thoughts.
Well,
Even thought speaked ones.
Tim, I wish you'd stop king shaming exhibitionists like this. Oh, perfect. Great. And this brings our podcast to an end. Similarly to the way that Tim and I are ending the English language one
Let's
word
talk
at a
about our
time.
metal horses in the barn.
No, we're not doing that right now, Tim. We're ending the episode the way that we are ending the English language one word at a time.
The way God intended.
The way God and the kings of Tupelo intended.
Tupelo.
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 One word at a time.
One word at a time.
Fuck you, Caustic. You're out.
Are we playing
Kevin
Apex?
The word
Caustic.
caustic. Yeah, the word caustic is over.
You
We
can't
ended it.
cancel caustic, Tim.
I did. One word at a time. That one's out of here.
Anyways, if you want to know when new episodes are posted or share your observations of this positively academic podcast, Twitter and Instagram at HorseGirlsCast. Follow us there. And if you want to buy some radical shirts and things, visit duckduckjenna.com, which is America's most beloved search engine to search for one thing. That's Horse Girls merch. Do you want to take a relationship to the next level? Do you want to get your own metal horse or whatever the hell we're saying at this point? Go to singlethoughtconnection.com, THOT. That's an outside thought, if ever there was one. We have a veritable plethora of things to offer you, like content, but more importantly, horses in the barn. If you want to find us another podcast, you can. We probably speak more eloquently on all of them. Check out Dungeons and Drakenbeams, Late Starters, Dragon Knight Adventure Friends, Knight with an N, not a K. And if you like Animorphs, check out Animorphs Anonymous. Surprise! We also do Surprise Attack Book Club. If you are bewitched by Jenna, check out Jenna's Twitch at twitch.tv/JennaChill with one singular L. And if you put the second L there, I will come for you in the night and I will scrumble your entire vocabulary. You will speak like Tim and I for the rest of eternity. And you know what? There's no seconds L there. There's probably no first L's there. It's just literally screaming into a void at this point. And if you, like me, can't get enough of Tim and his Appalachian voice, check out podcasts like The Way We Haunt Now, which he has voice acted on. And if you think our episode art is hella cute, it is. That's because it was created by KCD, who writes and illustrates a webcomic called B-Side You, which you can read for free at bsideyoucomic.com. May the nuts ever stick to your roof.